The countdown to the London Olympics is well and truly underway, and while that remains the pinnacle, the immediate focus for some of our top athletes will be tomorrow's Sydney's Track Classic. Discus champion Dani Samuels is one of many who'll be chasing gold medals. She caught up with Patrick Galloway. Sri Lanka's seamers have left Australia in big trouble in today's one-day international at the SCG. Australia is currently 6 for 88 before rain stopped play. Uncertainty whether Sunday's A-League match between Gold Coast United and Wellington will go ahead after Clive Palmer's bid for a Supreme Court injunction against his A-League licence termination was delayed until late this afternoon. On the field, Perth has moved to third spot on the ladder with a 2-0 win in Adelaide. Eels star Jarryd Hayne has still a chance to play for Parramatta's opening clash against Brisbane tonight if he passes a late fitness test. And the West Tigers will be without utility Joel Reddy for Sunday's clash against the Sharks due to an ankle injury. St George Illawarra snatched a Golden Point extra time win in last night's NRL season opener at Newcastle. Scores were locked at 14-all before Jamie Soward kicked the winning Golden Point field goal.
Now to sport with Daniela Intili. And Danny, how's Australia going in the cricket?
Really well, Kumi. We've set a massive run chase and Brett Lee's just claimed the wicket of Mahela Jayawardene. David Warner's first one-day international century has helped Australia to a big title in the opening game of the final series against Sri Lanka. Warner made 163, ensuring the Sri Lankans face a daunting run chase of 322 in Brisbane. Sri Lanka is now batting and the score is 1 for 39.
Australia dropped the inform.
It's a case of third time unlucky for Sam Stosur at the Brisbane International. The US Open champion has again failed to get beyond the second round of her home tournament. Earlier 7th seed Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova lost to Estonia's Kaia Kanepi 6-love, 6-3. 5 matches back-to-back in the A-League for the first time today. Wellington Phoenix has beaten Sydney FC in New Zealand. The Sydney to Hobart began in 1945 when a group of Sydney yachtsmen planned a post-World War II trip down to Hobart. 66 years on, and this great race is not only an iconic part of Australian sport, it's ranked among the toughest in the world. Resuming on none for 44, Australia lost 3 wickets in the opening session, including a run-out that left Ricky Ponting fuming after a horror mix-up with Shane Watson.
And run out, gone.
With the waters tested and the battle line drawn, it wasn't just the Swans celebrating, but the AFL.
And with 40,000 people to turn up for round 1.
There was no surprises.
While this was history in the making, those who helped make the game were also honoured, as players paused to remember the late, great Jim Stynes. Callan Ward etched his name in the books.
The first goal kicker for the GWS.
The sound no team wants to hear. Eels fans booing their side, and Parramatta's under-fire coach admits they had every right.
The fans deserve a lot better than that, you know, how they felt.
The 39-6 rout, officially Parramatta's worst start since 1991. Former Eel Itu Waisili sealing the blow with a hat-trick and a boogie. The third annual NRL Indigenous All-Stars match was played in honour of the late Artie Beetson. And the Indigenous team wasted no time getting on the scoreboard.
Another decoy run and a cut-out pass. Hodges away, yeah, you score.
Daniela Intili, 9 News.